Just Aprilia, I'm the Mac, so I don't need the totem Mac. My attack is
12 underground classics, all of them more important than most of the hip-hop that gets twice their credit.
Red alert, yes, we got the vibes. Kick a breeze, yes, we got the vibes.
OC Jeru the Damaja, KRS-One, Pete Rock, Digable Planets.
Sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop.
But here's what nobody told you. One MC writes a verse so devastating it silences an entire generation of fake lyricists.
Listen to the sounds. She frequents deep, fatter joints called undergrounds. Our funk zooms like.
And the genre thanks him for it and changes nothing.
Don't front, you know I got your open. It's the original heads me in the.
One group wins a Grammy and still ends up on an underground classics list. Because the culture moves on before it understands what it is leaving behind. 12 records. If you know all of them, you are a true hip-hop head. Number 12, Time's Up, 1994.
You lack the minerals and vitamins, irons in the niacin, fuck who that I affair.
OC, Queens, New York, 1994.
Suckers with the gab about killer instincts return bitchin' knowing damn what they lack in this.
Omar Creedle, OC, releases Time's Up on Payday Records as the centerpiece of his debut album Word Life. The production is locked and deliberate. The drums sit firm. The sample breathes. And OC delivers one of the most direct and unambiguous critiques of fake lyricism ever committed to vinyl. Naming the thing without sentimentality, without hedging, without a single bar wasted on performance. Here is the thing. Time's Up does not accuse fake MCs in general terms. It identifies specific behaviors, rapping about realities you have not lived, performing authenticity borrowed from people who have actually earned it, building a career on a version of yourself that exists only in the studio. The indictment is specific enough that every MC who hears it in 1994 knows whether or not it applies to them. Here's what is wild about this. Time's Up circulates through the New York underground with the force of a verdict being read aloud in a room full of people who know it applies to them. The MCs who feel targeted do not respond publicly. Silence is the loudest possible confirmation. OC never achieves the mainstream commercial breakthrough that the talent and precision on this record demand. The hip-hop world hears Time's Up and agrees with every word of it. In tongues about what you did but you never done. And then goes back to rewarding the behavior it condemns. On this focus of weed and clips and Glocks getting caught and wax not being flipped. It's the same. Some records hold the genre accountable. The genre thanks them for it and changes nothing. The next entry does not try to change anything. It simply refuses to compromise. Number 11, Come Clean, 1993.
Press your luck. I snatch fake gangster MCs and make them faggot flambe. Your nines.
Jeru the Damaja, Brooklyn, New York, 1993.
Potential got a freaky flow. Control the mic.
Kendrick Davis, Jeru the Damaja, releases Come Clean on Payday Records with production from DJ Premier.
Stagnate nonsense, but if you're persist, you'll get your snot box bust your press.
The beat is built on a single rain sound loop. Sparse, industrial, cold.
Rough and rugged, shine like a gold nugget every time I pick up the microphone.
It does not invite you in. It makes you earn your way into the record by paying complete attention from the first bar.
I play like Michael Jackson when I'm busting ass and breaking back.
Jeru's delivery matches the production exactly, measured, hard. and built on a lyrical precision that places significant demands on the listener without apologizing for any of them. Here is the thing. Come Clean arrives at a moment when the East Coast Underground is competing simultaneously against the commercial dominance of Death Row's West Coast G-Funk output and the jazz-influenced warmth of the native tongues. It occupies a third space, harder than both, more demanding than either, and completely unwilling to meet the listener halfway. Here's what is wild about this. DJ Premier identifies Jeru in interviews as one of the MCs who operates at the highest level of the craft. That endorsement from a producer who has worked with Nas, Biggie, and Jay-Z is not a casual observation.
Straight from the start. Bought a tool and didn't learn how to use it.
It is a specific technical assessment from someone who understands what elite lyricism looks like from inside the studio. Here is the gut punch. Come Clean is the record that makes the underground understand what DJ Premier's production philosophy sounds like when it is stripped to its absolute minimum.
Fly like a jet, sting like a hornet, knuckleheads get live and
a rain loop, a drum pattern, a verse, nothing else. Some records prove that complexity is the enemy of power.
My mind spray, malignant myths that'll leave can't defunct.
Come Clean proves it without saying a word about it.
Or shoot out, bang, bang. The relentless lyrics, the only dope I slang.
The next entry proves the same thing, from a different borough with a different kind of fury. Number 10, Who Got the Props? 1992, Black Moon. Brooklyn, New York, 1992. Kenyatta Blake, Buckshot, and DJ Evil D release Who Got the Props? On Nervous Records as the lead single from Enter the Stage. One trigger, one heads drop. Don't even try to play me out, core static. The record opens with one of the most aggressive and self-assured debut single deliveries in New York underground hip-hop history. Buckshot does not introduce himself. He announces him delivering the results of that sharpening at maximum force. Here is the thing. Who Got the Props? Arrives before the boot camp clique has a name that the mainstream recognizes. Before Smith & Wesson, before Helta Skelta, before Duck Down Records exists as a commercial infrastructure. It arrives as a single from two people in Brooklyn who have something to prove and the skill to prove it. Here's what is wild about this. Enter the Stage, the album this single launches, is released independently on Nervous Records with virtually no mainstream radio support, and is cited by multiple publications as one of the most important hip-hop albums of the decade. The record that announces it builds its audience entirely through DJ sets, crate discoveries, and the specific loyalty of listeners who hear it and refuse to let it go. Buckshot asks a question in the title that he already knows the answer to. The people listening in 1992 know it too. And the next entry asks a different kind of question. One that the entire underground still has not fully answered. If you are still here, you already know this channel is not built for algorithm highlights and 30-second clips. They will get the knowledge, and Rewind Sonic disappears from their feed forever. Which means when we drop the next video, they will never see it. Rewind Sonic is not for everybody. But if you are still here, it is definitely for you. Hit subscribe so you do not miss the next chapter. Real recognize real. Back to the list. Number 9, Organized Confusion Stress, 1994.
My brain can't even rest. It's hard to maintain the pressure on my chest. Excess fresh.
Queens, New York, 1994. Faro Monch and Prince P, Organized Confusion.
This mind's put me and my career in jeopardy. Can you come see me in the ghetto where it's dark?
Release Stress on Hollywood Basic Records as the centerpiece of their second album, Stress. The Extinction Agenda. The record is dense, dark,
Why do you choose to mimic these whack MCs? Why do you choose to listen?
and built on a lyrical complexity that places requirements on its listener that most commercial hip-hop in 1994 does not dare impose.
Gonna stick me up. Crush, kill, destroy, stress, crush.
This is not background music. This is music that sits down across from you and demands you pay attention or leave.
Destroy, stress.
Here is the thing. Stress. The Extinction Agenda is released in 1994.
Reveal remedy. I'm spreading like leprosy throughout the record label.
The same year as Nas's Illmatic, Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die, and Outkast's Southern Playlist to Cadillac Music.
Getting to walk away and spit. Then when I walk away, I talk. I jog a
It receives extraordinary critical recognition alongside all three of those records. It does not receive any of their commercial infrastructure. Here is what is wild about
To
this.
the curb, execute first things first. And put planet minds to work. My hurt side and my fit.
Faro Monch's technical range on this album, his breath control, his internal rhyme density,
radio 20 times per day. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculate.
his ability to shift between aggressive delivery and controlled restraint within a single verse, is cited by critics and fellow MCs as the equal of any lyrical performance released that year. He is operating at the same technical level as the artists who define 1994 commercially.
I'm pure, I insert my lifeline into the track. The energy in me is a poison, but no.
He simply does not have the machine behind him that they do. Here is the gut punch. Faro Monch releases, Simon Says, 5 years later as a solo artist,
Exist when I emerge from the mist in which I was born into scorn. Most of
and reaches the mainstream audience that Organized Confusion's talent always warrants.
the wall. Soon emergency services are outlined, that body and jaw. Then I'll be
But the people who know the full picture know that Stress is where that technical ceiling is first documented. Some records arrive before the audience is ready for them. Stress arrives before the industry is ready to pay for them. The next entry arrives with the same precision, and the same audience the industry cannot find. Number 8, Black Moon, IGotChaOpin Remix, 1994. Brooklyn, New York, 1994. Buckshot, alongside Smith & Wesson, releases IGotChaOpin Remix.
Verbal letters give the mic contact, react whenever I keep the head scope.
Through Duck Down and Nervous Records as a collective statement from the emerging boot camp click roster.
From a diaphragm, my man. Me and my crew walk the streets at night.
The remix expands the original track's sonic territory and introduces Smith & Wesson's complementary voices into the boot camp aesthetic,
To the third verse, and I'ma take you to another level first. Yeah, don't
demonstrating for the first time what the collective sounds like when the full roster is operating together rather than individually.
leave it alone. See, it's a hip hop thing, not a fake drip and drop thing.
Here's the thing. IGotChaOpin as a remix is not simply a rearrangement of the original.
Original has me in the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got your
It is a strategic move, a document of the boot camp click establishing that the collective is greater than any single member within it.
bills in the place to be. I'm coming to get you out, kid.
Buckshot's vision for Duck Down Records as an independent infrastructure requires the audience to believe in the collective before they believe in the individual releases.
You know I got you open. It's the original has me in the original crooks.
Here is what is wild about this. The remix format in hip-hop is traditionally used to add a commercial element to an underground record.
sweat and he will be #1 DJ. First of all, listen, I'm letting
bringing in a more accessible guest verse or a smoother production to reach radio.
you know I got your O, don't front, you know I got your open, it's the
Black Moon uses it in the opposite direction. The remix goes deeper underground.
in his hand, hide it from the beast, at least I catch a buzz before I hit my block. I take
Smith & Wesson's presence makes the record harder, not softer. Here's the gut punch.
Virginia crook, don't front, you know I got your open, check the dialect.
This decision, to use the remix as a vehicle for collective identity rather than commercial accessibility,
So I enter the brother zone, I come to the front of the stage to let you know who's on the phone.
is one of the earliest examples of an independent hip-hop label
You know I got your open, it's the original, heads me in the original crook.
using its releases as a unified brand-building strategy rather than a series of individual product launches.
I woke up in the morning, hopped on a train, I saw my man, he had a
Duck Down is thinking like a business while sounding like a movement. The next entry is a movement disguised as a remix. Number 7, Black Moon Buck M Down Remix, 1994.
verse and take a look at it, God. Yo, God, hit the brothers with the verse real quick.
Brooklyn, New York, 1994. Buckshot and DJ Evil D released the Buck M Down remix on Duck Down Records.
Buck 'em down, buck 'em down, buck 'em down.
Extending the Enta Stage universe into new sonic territory while maintaining the hard, uncompromising aesthetic that defines the Boot Camp Clicks collective identity.
When the shorty looking live on the prize, I couldn't get the time of day when I was little K.
The remix strips the record further than the original. Leaner production, more deliberate drum programming.
When I was in school, I was the Mac. Buck was strapped with the ill lyrical.
Buckshot's delivery even more locked into the groove beneath him.
96 boot camp click is taking over. In 1998, I couldn't wait to get.
Here's the thing. Black Moon appear 3 times on this countdown. At number 10, number 8, and here at number 7. That is not a mistake. It is a measurement of how completely Buckshot, DJ Evil D,
and I ain't talking about the heist. GQ heading up the 125. Push up on
and the Boot Camp Click saturate the underground in 1993 and 1994.
Cindy, a mad little brother running up on the mall. Fly as hell.
3 records on a list of 12 underground classics from the same 2-year window of the same Brooklyn collective
That's a parlay to the weekend. Bucktown, all we do every day
is a level of creative output consistency that almost no other act in hip-hop achieves in the same period. Here is what is wild about this. The Buck M Down remix demonstrates DJ Evil D's production philosophy at its most focused.
To the week, what we do, buck 'em down, word life, each and every individual.
Treating the beat as a framework for maximum MC impact, rather than a showcase for the producer's own technical display.
Like wind, then to fill your lungs up with all the bull you have within. But I'ma put it.
Every element in the production exists to make Buckshot sound more powerful.
Yeah, they tell me chill when I kick it. Although lyrics is wicked, it's all about
The producer serves the MC. The MC serves the record. Here is the gut punch.
me buck, so your lips wanna buck to your head. I know your X amount of thoughts.
Black Moon's dominance of this underground classics list is the most complete argument available for their consistent undervaluation in mainstream hip-hop history.
Contact knapsack, filled with the gear that I cheat in a nickel bagger.
3 records on a 12-entry list. 1 borough, 2 years,
All my brothers and do shows from state to state. No, I'm the original head giving this.
and a collective that the mainstream conversation still does not fully credit.
To the week, what we do, buck 'em down, word life, each and every.
The next entry gets even less credit and deserves even more. Number 6, main source Fakin the Funk, 1992.
Up to hell, and they get on stage and tell some old cornball war story. Ring the bell.
Queens, New York, 1992. Large Professor, William Paul Mitchell, produces Fakin the Funk for main source on Wild Pitch Records from the album Breaking Atoms.
Now I'ma let you know what those freestyle raps, it's time to go.
The record is a direct address, delivered at fake artists, posturing performers, and anyone in hip-hop who mistakes the appearance of authenticity for the thing itself.
Prostitute, wearing that hooker type suit.
The production is warm and deliberate. The message is surgical. Here is the thing. Fakin the Funk arrives on the same album as Live at the Barbecue, the track that introduces Nas to the world. Breaking Atoms is one of the most important albums in early 90s underground hip-hop, and Fakin the Funk is the record on it that holds the genre accountable for the same failures that OC addresses 2 years later on Time's Up. The underground in this era returns repeatedly to the same indictment.
And I'ma let you know that this way you just don't cut with the artificial flow.
That the culture is being diluted by people who perform authenticity rather than earn it.
I shine and rise at the same time. The mastermind of this book called The Rhyme.
Here's what is wild about this. Large Professor himself becomes one of the most respected and consistently undervalued producers in hip-hop history. A man whose production work defines the sonic standard for an entire generation, while his own name remains far less celebrated than the artists he builds those standards for.
You're faking the funk, talking that extra hard junk, you're probably a punk.
He makes a record about Fakin the Funk while simultaneously being the kind of artist the record describes as real.
And everywhere has streets that's not trying to hear the whack rhymes over the same stink beats.
Here is the gut punch. Fakin the Funk and Time's Up
I rejects that step. I'm a vet ready to snap your neck.
together represent the underground's attempt to hold itself accountable through its music. To use the record as a corrective. Neither record changes the behavior it criticizes. Both records remain as evidence of what the standard was supposed to be. The next entry sets a different kind of standard, one that the law cannot ignore. Number 1 on this list wins a Grammy Award in 1994. Best rap performance by a duo or group. The group shows up for the ceremony in outfits that look like jazz musicians from 1959. They perform the song live, and then their arrives to almost no commercial support. Some records win awards and still belong to the underground. Number 4, The Roots, Proceed, 1995. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 1995. Tarek Trotter, Black Thought, and Amir Thompson, Questlove, alongside Hub, Malik B. And the full Roots crew release Proceed on DGC Records from the album Do You Want More? The record is built on live instrumentation. No samples, no programmed drums, no drum machine. A live band playing hip-hop with the precision of jazz musicians. And the rhythmic intention of the most studied boom-bap producers in New York. Here is the thing. The Roots arrive in an era when hip-hop production is defined by the sampler and the drum machine. Every major record from 1988 to 1995 is built on samples. The Roots decide to play everything themselves. And in doing so, they demonstrate that the sonic texture of the golden era can be reproduced and extended by musicians who understand the tradition deeply enough to honor it from the inside. Here is what is wild about this. Do You Want More? Is released to critical acclaim, but does not achieve immediate commercial breakthrough. The album's live instrumentation aesthetic which most of the industry regards as a creative curiosity rather than a commercial strategy, becomes the defining feature of a career that spans 4 decades. The Roots are still performing and recording as a live band 30 years later. What the industry sees as an unconventional limitation in 1995 turns out to be the source of their longevity. Here is the gut punch. Proceed is a record that asks the genre a question. Not through its lyrics, but through its existence. If hip-hop can be played live, with this level of precision and this level of feel, what exactly is the sampler giving you that a great musician cannot? Some records answer questions. The Roots record a question and let the culture sit with it. And the next entry does not ask any questions. It simply sounds like the most perfect summer that ever existed. Number 3, Souls of Mischief 93 Till Infinity, 1993. Oakland, California, 1993. Tajay Massey, Adam Carter, Opio Lindsay, and Festo D, Souls of Mischief. Release 93 Till Infinity on Jive Records from their debut album of the same name. The record is built on a jazz sample so warm and so perfectly selected that it functions less as a production choice and more as a weather condition. Listening to 93 Till Infinity does not feel like putting on a record. It feels like stepping outside on the best day of a summer that will not come back. Here is the thing. Souls of Mischief are the youngest members of the Hieroglyphics Collective. Del the Funky Homo Sapiens extended creative family in Oakland. The album arrives from 4 young men, all around 19 to 20 years old, whose debut record sounds more assured and more musically sophisticated than most major label releases from artists twice their age. Here is what is wild about this. 93 Till Infinity becomes one of the most recognized and most enduring underground records of the decade. A song that new listeners discover constantly across generations. Always with the same immediate emotional response. The sample, the flow, the specific feeling of laid-back West Coast lyricism over a jazz groove that could have been recorded in any era. All of it combines into a record that the culture refuses to let age. Souls of Mischief never achieved the mainstream commercial breakthrough that 93 Till Infinity suggests is coming. The debut is their peak commercial moment, but the record itself outlives any commercial expectation attached to it. Because it captures something about a specific feeling at a specific moment in hip-hop history that no other record from the same period quite reaches. Some records document a year. 93 Till Infinity documents a state of being. And And the next entry is the record that documents grief more completely than any hip-hop record before or since. Number 2, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, They Reminisce Over You, T.R.O.Y.
Count all the fingers and the toes, now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows.
1992. Mount Vernon, New York, 1992.
Slide, but mama got wise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, hear it.
Peter Phillips, Pete Rock, builds the beat for They Reminisce Over You from a Tom Scott saxophone loop.
When I date back, I recall a man off the family tree. My right hand, Papa.
Warm, patient, aching the way grief actually aches.
They live longer than us. Right. Never been seen now, that's where you're wrong. But give the man a
not in a straight line, but in circles that keep returning to the same moments.
Reminisce over you, for real. For real, baby. Like
the record is a tribute to Troy Dixon, Trouble T.R.O.Y.
Back so many bear witness the fitness. Take the first letter out of each word in this.
A dancer and close friend who dies in a fall during a Heavy D and the Boys tour stop in 1990 at 22 years old.
And run my own business like my Aunt Joyce. So Pete Rock hit me, enough respect.
Here's the thing. Pete Rock does not just sample the Tom Scott loop. He transforms it.
And it don't stop.
The original is a film score cue, functional, instrumental.
Still he won't down you or tear out your hide. On your side while the baby make us.
Built to underscoring a cinematic moment. In Pete Rock's hands, it becomes something that sounds like memory itself.
At the age of 14, the same age, front page, no fuss, but I bet you all you don't.
Like the specific feeling of trying to hold on to a moment you know is leaving.
I'm meeting from the big loose fighting in the street, but only you saw what took many times.
That transformation is the producer's art at its highest level.
In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one.
Finding a sample, making it say something it was never built to say.
Cool didn't bother, taking care of this. So who am I to pick up? Not a bad tinker, but
here is what is wild about this. T.R.O.Y. is released as a B-side.
I reminisce so you never forget this. The days of
the A-side receives the promotional push. The B-side gets the culture.
Trouble T.R.O.Y. It's like that, y'all.
Spreading through DJ rotation and word of mouth until it cannot be ignored.
18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beaten because the girl loved drama.
It reaches number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100 without a radio campaign.
It is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house.
Or a video budget that matches its cultural weight. Here is the gut punch.
Doc, I see. Took me from a boy to a man, so I always had a father with my biological.
Nas, Common, Talib Kweli, Q-Tip.
Believe he got a right to. Here we go while I check the scene with the Portuguese lover.
And dozens of other MCs cite this as the hip-hop record that made them feel something they could not explain.
I said pop maybe when you're older. We laughed all night about the hookers at the party. My old man.
Pete Rock builds a B-side tribute to a 22-year-old dancer.
We for real.
And it becomes the emotional standard that a generation measures their own work against.
My grandma Pam holds the family together. My uncle Doc's the greatest, better get the late.
The record at number 1 also sets a standard, but it sets it in a way nobody expects.
When they reminisce over you, listen.
By winning the industry's highest honor and still somehow belonging to the underground. Number 1, Digable Planets, Rebirth of Slick, Cool Like Dat, 1992. Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and Seattle, 1992.
Thinks and sinks into the sounds. She frequents deep, fatter joints called undergrounds.
Ishmael Butler, Butterfly, Marion Vieira, Ladybug Mecca, and Craig Irving.
My hood, the pooba of the styles like Miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with
Doodlebug form Digable Planets across 3 cities and 1 shared aesthetic.
They be crazy down with the 5 It can't kick a plan, then a crowd burst.
Jazz, Consciousness. A laid-back cool that sounds less like a performance and more like a philosophy.
It don't matter, I'm fatter, axe butter how I zone.
Man, Cleopatra Jones.
And I'm chill like that.
Rebirth of Slick, Cool Like Dat. Releases on Pendulum Records. It reaches number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Like Luke coming stacks and rolls. You used to find the bug in a box with Dave. Now he booked.
And it wins the Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance by a duo or group in 1994.
Like that. I'm in like that cause I swing like that.
We jazz like that.
Making Digable Planets one of the few genuinely jazz-influenced hip-hop acts to receive the genre's highest mainstream recognition. Here is the thing. Digable Planets win a Grammy and arrive at the ceremony looking like they have just stepped out of a 1959 Blue Note Records session.
Lifted off the plastic, the babes will go spastic. Hip-hop gains a classic, pimp play a shot.
No fur coats, no jewelry, no performance of commercial hip-hop identity.
From the Brooklyn non-pigs, the rebirth is slick like my gangster stroll. The lyrics just
3 people who are exactly who they say they are on the record.
Like that, I'm down like that, I'm black like that.
yo, I funk like that. I'm
Cool, precise, musically literate, and completely uninterested in being anything else for the cameras. Here is what is wild about this. Their sophomore album Blowout Comb arrives in 1994.
Key beat to lock, but I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that.
And is widely considered by critics, musicians, and dedicated hip-hop listeners
I'm chill like that, I'm chill like that, I'm chill.
to be one of the most musically sophisticated and thematically complete hip-hop albums of the entire decade.
peace like that. I'm peace like that. I'm peace like that. I'm peace like that.
Dense, jazz-inflected, politically engaged. Built on a level of compositional ambition that goes further than anything on the debut. The label provides almost no commercial support. The album sells modestly.
Funk zooms like you hit the Mary Jane. They flock to booms, man, Boogie had to change.
The group dissolves. Here is the gut punch. Digable Planets win a Grammy Award.
Waves and perms, just sending junky rhythms right down your block. We beat to rap.
And then make a record that is too good for the industry to know how to sell.
Me, I be digging it with the bug verse. Us, we be freaking till dawn.
Blowout Comb builds a cult following that grows for 30 years. New listeners discovering it constantly.
I'm chill like that, I'm chill like that, I'm chill like that, I'm chill like.
Always with the same response of disbelief that something this musically complete exists this quietly.
We get you free, cause the clips be fat for us. Them dug the jams and commence.
Ishmael Butler later forms Shabazz Palaces and continues the same aesthetic lineage into the 2010s.
These up your stage, plats, twist the braids, and I'm peace like that. I'm peace like that.
Proving that the philosophy Digable Planets builds in 1992 is not a moment.
Freak like that, we zoom like that. We out, we out, we out.
It is a permanent position. 12 underground classics. Each one a record that the mainstream cannot fully contain.
Queen be the chocolates, taps on my raps. She innovates.
Each one more important than most of the hip-hop that gets the credit they deserve.
How to consume all the beaches like juice. If it's the shit, we'll lift it off the plat.
And the one at number 1 proves the most important truth about the underground.
Like that, I'm chill like that, I'm chill like that, I'm chill like that.
That sometimes the highest honor the industry can give you is not enough to make the industry understand what you are actually doing. Digable Planets win a Grammy. They still belong to the people who know.
I'm not sticking. Rappers stop flipping for those who pose lyrical, but really ain't.
12 underground classics. Each one a record the mainstream could not fully hold. How many did you know before today? Drop your number in the comments.
Like looking for the right one, baby. If it's payday, I'm at your door.
And tell us which underground records you want covered next. Subscribe so you never miss one. Rewind Sonic, where hip-hop history never fades.